Season 2, the ball don't lie.
Sorry,
Back
Frank.
again.
I had an itchy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Love that. Anyway,
I know you can. You can.
It's
reproduce.
fine. It's fine.
You got it.
I actually don't really care. He's gonna do this all day, so it's fine. Season 2, the ball don't lie. Frank Newblay, host. Theo Robinson.
I meant to say my name, mate.
Oh, yeah, he is, yeah. Season 2, this is the ball don't lie. First special guest on season 2. Myself, Frank Newblay, the host.
I'm Theo Robinson.
And a special guest, Jeremy Lynch, F2 star. Very good friend of mine, actually. Very lucky for him to be here.
Very.
I mean, listen, we text every now and then. Sometimes he don't reply on the DMs, but it's fine. Yeah. I'm so happy. Oh, hang on.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Pandemic and all.
Cheers, John.
Tell us about yourself. tell us about yourself.
Sorry,
It's all right, it's cool.
Hey, I love this, you know. I absolutely love this.
Tell us about yourself.
Sorry, bro.
I'm loving this.
Just for the record, me and Frank, we go back way back. That's why I can be silly with him. But
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm good, bro. How are you?
He's trying so hard not to bite.
I know.
I don't need to bite. I'm
All
fine.
right, just saying. All right, you're fine, yeah? All right, cool.
We've had a good time before. We've been on holiday together.
Yeah.
Well, a few holidays actually.
Yeah.
Obviously now you've become a real idol to a lot of people. You know, off the field and on the field, really. So, just tell us about yourself. What you're doing now.
Yeah. So I'm still doing content every day, full time. So obviously during this period of quarantine, everyone struggled for access to pitches, and you haven't really been able to. Everyone's been doing the social distancing thing. So it's been a bit different, but for me, every day I'll be creating content in some way, shape or form. And this morning I'm with you boys because you've entered the content game, haven't you?
We're trying our best.
Yeah.
What inspired you then to, with the content you do? Because I watch your videos every day, to be honest, and they are like inspiring and good. Obviously, what everyone's putting out there.
Yeah, I do see him liking your things all the time.
Why was that? What's wrong with that?
No, it's fine. I like it.
It's good content.
He ain't your mate though, is he? I'm your mate.
Whoa.
I mean,
His mate.
He's the first one liking everything I see.
It doesn't matter, mate.
I'm waiting for you to start liking.
All right, cool, fair enough. Go ahead.
It's not liking your stuff.
I delay my likes.
I don't know.
I see it for an hour, then I come back to
mate,
it.
just get into it straight away.
Yeah, mate, I love it. I enjoy it. It's in me to create and to entertain. I was the same when I play football. I try and be the same. So I like to entertain, give the crowd something a bit different to watch, something fun. Yeah. I like to see people smiling and having fun, you know. So whether that's through content or playing football, it's kind of who I am.
Definitely. I think you inspire a lot, mate. Like even my little brother, my baby brother, I remember telling him who I was going to go meet for a bit of food and a laugh with my mates, and I mentioned your name straight away, bang, he knew. But I said it on purpose because he was watching your stuff on YouTube, and like I just know all the kids really love you, but adults as well. Like I think you're just really inspiring. I think you're very humble, because I know you. I've been around you. What brought you to football? What was the inspiration? What was your idol? Who was your guy that made you think, all right, cool, I need to play football. This is what I love doing. You know, I'm going to miss classes in school. I'm going to be late to school. Stuff like that. What made you do that? What made you want to be skillful?
It was actually the original Ronaldo. I think you mentioned, Theo, when the cameras weren't rolling, I said, who would you like to film with out of anyone in the world? And you said, R9.
Just want to hear his stories and everything like that. I said, me and Frank would say that that's one of our favourite players. Like growing up, that was my idol, really.
He's the GOAT for me.
Striker-wise.
When you got people like Zinedine Zidane saying, it's not me, it's R9. That's when you know.
That's when you...
I would love to know what went on in training, because you know the madness he did on the pitch. Imagine what was going on behind closed doors in training.
No.
It must have been silly. It must have been stupid.
Must have been the parties like me and Frank to be fair as well.
Come on.
Even picturing that now in my head, I just picture madnesses like.
It must have been madness.
Flip flaps in possession drills, just flicks, tricks, pace, power.
Mate, everything. He had everything.
Everything. Finishing,
speed, everything.
And that whole team, like, I saw a post on Instagram the other day, and it was Ronaldo, next to him, Kaká.
Yeah.
And you know who's next to him, innit?
Yeah, I know.
Rivaldo.
Yeah.
And that was just free. I remember I used to love the Nielsen. The amount of players in that team that were just, Romario, Dunga. Who else? There was Leonardo.
Cafu, Roberto Carlos.
my
Mate,
gosh.
this- mate.
Them boys got me into football, man. Them boys got me to. They got
I
me
think
to
it's that
love
kit-
football.
I think it's that kit as well. You get the halo kit, innit?
Yeah, and I bet you tried pass off as a Brazilian a few times, didn't you?
Come on. Come on.
Tried pass off the Brazilian a bit,
Yeah,
innit?
mate. There was one year.
Bit Escal in the hair.
We were at Pontins, couldn't afford to go Butlin, so I was at Pontins, and I used to just say, yeah, I'm Brazilian, yeah. Related to Romario.
Yeah, same height as well.
The
to be
little
fair.
kids, they used because the kids just play in the field. That's what I used to. Yeah, they used to believe me as well. And I used to score. I'd be like, Ronaldo. Yeah.
So let's go from age of, let's say, 10
Yeah.
to 20.
Mhm.
What was your biggest achievements and let's say lowest lows in that period? Because obviously that's a very important age
Yeah.
for young people. A lot of people probably watching are thinking, I might want to try play football, I might want to
Yeah.
try do this, or something involved in football or entertainment business. But you got to find your niche, ain't you?
You got to find what's you. And there's no shame in that taking time. Like everyone's got a different path, so it might take someone might discover what's their thing
Yeah.
at 8 years old, and someone
Correct.
else might discover it at 45 years old or
Yeah.
even older. So there's no set rules to it, even if society might make people feel like you're behind if you haven't discovered it yet. So if anyone's watching and they're thinking, I want to know my thing, I don't know what it is yet, you're cool, you're sweet, it will come, but you need to be looking for it, be open to it, and yeah, just kind of like, the key is progression and growth. So every day, whatever you're doing, try and become better than you were yesterday. So for example, from 10 to 20, you're still finding out who you are, aren't you?
Of course,
Still,
yeah.
I wanted to be a pro.
Yeah.
I was at Arsenal for a period, got released.
Yeah.
That would have been one of the lows for sure. I look back, I was on Britain's Got Talent. Again, brilliant. You was at Arsenal, brilliant. Got released, terrible.
How old were you on Britain's Got Talent?
I was, I think I was 20, I think.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I don't know if you watched
I
that.
haven't seen that.
I remember watching that, and obviously I
Don't
think.
watch it, trust me.
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't-
gonna. You know I'm gonna
don't
No,
watch it.
honestly, watch it. Watch it.
You
I'm
don't
gonna watch
wanna
it
see
after
it.
that. I'm gonna watch it
You should
after
watch
that. You should never have told me this.
Go watch it. If you want to see, if you want to see,
If you want to see someone drop the ball live,
yeah, live and
Yeah?
sweat.
twice,
Hey,
with 15 million people watching,
Yeah,
that's where you go.
but now you're here.
And now I'm here. Which, again, the message, like, you guys will know. Think about all the knocks and setbacks you've had in football.
Correct.
People that don't believe in you, people that don't see your value,
Yeah.
and they give you knocks.
yeah,
But then you can either give up and be like, oh, I can't make it, I'm not good enough. Oh, he said I'm not good enough, so I'm not good enough. Or you can just pick yourself up. And that's why they always say it's not how many times you fall,
Yeah.
it's how many times you rise up. And for me, I was humiliated on national television live.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone before or since on Britain's Got Talent. As it was bad.
it was bad. It was bad, but I feel
But,
like it
I
was
mean-
bad now because I know you.
Yeah.
So I felt like your pain. I felt your pain there, and I felt like you feel like you let everyone down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And myself and everything. But
But you didn't really.
I didn't let it keep me down.
No,
Yeah.
that's correct.
And I got myself back up, and I learned from the experience, and I let it make me stronger. And it'll amaze you how quickly things that seem terrible in the moment skip a few years ahead or even
Yeah.
months,
Yeah.
and you look and you go, that now I understand why that happened to me.
Yeah, that literally made me
Yeah, well, that was part of.
your process.
So you're Britain's Got Talent watcher sometimes, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Name me who came third in the show 2 years ago.
I ain't got
No, I ain't got.
That's the thing.
I ain't got
So,
Scooby.
but then if I ask you who had car crash TV and dropped the ball twice on live TV, people remember a decade later.
Yeah, they do.
So now I look at
They
it and
do.
be like, that was more memorable than most of the people that have won or nearly won in
Yeah.
Yeah.
the next 10 years.
Correct.
So now that I'm not devastated by it,
Yeah.
if you could go back and choose, would it happen again? You'd be tempted to say, I wouldn't even change it.
No, no.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you might throw another round the world in there, but other than that,
Do you know what I did? I'd go the other way.
other than that,
Do you know what I said to you, again off camera, about not having that many powerful mentors when I was younger? I got it wrong every time in rehearsal.
Yeah.
Every single time. Simon Cowell comes, he watches a couple of the rehearsals. He's there up in the corner watching. And I'm messing up every time.
Why was that, do you think? Just like nervous?
Bit off more than I could chew.
even now I can see your body language. You're a bit nervous, ain't you? Thinking about it, innit? You're a bit nervous, ain't you? Eh?
I've gone a bit.
What was it
close.
like,
Why have
Simon
I gone a
Cowell
bit?
just walking in there,
I've
doing
gone
kick-ups?
That's why I've gone Simon Cowell. So now he's there watching like that. I overreached over ambitious. It came from a good place of ambition,
Yeah.
but you also have to be realistic in the moment and know your limits of what you're capable of today.
Correct.
So I was just so determined to really push myself and do the best I could possibly do. I just overreached a bit, and that's why I got it wrong. If I'd taken 20% off.
Yeah, just take it back there.
I wanted to get that through. Sorry,
It's all right.
So yeah, talking about the 10-year span in life from 10 to 20, maybe we went there. There's a lot of ups and downs, and obviously the next 10 years,
Yeah.
I would say, if looking from the outside, it's been excellent for you. Been very good, or brilliant. It's
Yeah.
been everything maybe that you probably wanted to happen, but obviously gone through all the hard work and preparation, and obviously meeting Billy, and you know, all the stuff from about, I think it's 2011 that you started this F2 stuff and videoing and obviously promoting everything you're doing together as freestylers and just general entertainment. I'll call you entertainment person because I feel like you entertain. As simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be a football or just talking, having the energy you have all the time when you're talking to players, I think it's brilliant. But what made you, was it meeting Billy, or do you know what I mean? Who advised you to go that route with the YouTube stuff and just online stuff?
Yeah, so we started the F2, it's about 10 years ago now. And it was something that had never been done.
Yeah.
So for a duo to come together and do the tricks in synchrony and do the content the way we do the content, it wasn't a thing.
No.
It hadn't been done. So we kind of started that, and it started to take off really quickly. And well, I say really quickly, probably for the first year or so, you kind of just putting stuff out and it's not really getting that much traction. But that's the most important period, to just not look at the numbers and worry about that too much. Just believe in the content, stay consistent, and keep putting out the quality. And it's amazing how it just starts to take off, and once it starts to snowball. Because what will happen is, a lot of times people starting out, you'll be putting out content that's really good, but the right people aren't seeing it yet. But one day, a big blogger or someone in the media industry or someone with a large following or just someone who can share it to a huge audience will see it.
Yeah.
And as soon as that happens, bang.
Bang.
It opens a door, and then what happens is the more people watch your stuff, they also go back to the old stuff. So stuff that you thought, this has performed terribly.
Yeah.
Check back on it in 2-3 years, you're like,
that's all right.
When did that happen?
Yeah.
I've moved on with my life thinking that was a failure. I look back and it's done 1 million views. That happens a lot. That happens a lot.
Is that life, and it with, you know, with your exes and stuff like that? You think they were terrible at the time. You look back, you think, you know what, I've done all right then.
Still terrible.
No, I've done all right then. I've done all right then. I ain't got many exes, so I can't really speak on that. Who's the best guest you've had?
The best player I've filmed with.
Yeah, not best player, but most enjoyable.
What,
film.
besides Theo?
Yeah, well, yeah, other than Theo. Who's the best guest you've had?
Ronaldo.
Cristiano,
Yeah.
It's a joke, innit?
He's just got it all.
Yeah.
So he's built like you, like a government experiment.
He's been saying this for the last 9 years, honestly.
I've never heard that one, but I like that one. I'm going to use that one now.
He's a really good freestyler.
Yeah.
Obviously, every single technique in football he's mastered.
He's got it, yeah. Were you a bit starstruck when you saw him?
Yeah. I've never been too bad with that.
No.
To be honest, there's only 2 people that I can think of that they had the strongest presence out of everyone I've filmed with. The first one was Beckham. The man's got a presence.
He's just got a presence, doesn't he?
The man's got a presence.
He's got a presence.
The man's got a presence.
He's got a presence. You just know he's had a boot thrown in him by Sir Alex Ferguson. Do you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Everything just comes to your mind when you see him. You think, oh, this is Bex.
He's the other one, Sir Alex.
Oh, you met him as well, have you?
Presence.
Nice.
Met him at one of his book signings.
Just picking up the names you just drop in it. Right, Sir Alex, sweet.
It was a weird thing, because I've been doing it a long time and don't really get starstruck anymore.
These are GOATs you're talking about, so it's understandable. Legends and icons. Legends. And if you can take anything from them on that day, like you, if we're like us coming to meet you, you know, again, not to really suck up to you too much, but everything
proceed.
Everything that you might say, or you know, give us a bit of advice on particularly like content and stuff like that. We're gonna take that on board.
Oh, he's got.
I've been waiting for that. Yo, mate, mine was key now. His is a topo. Mine was a pass.
I mean,
I'm saying.
I've got the pace to
panna's
get
a panna.
I've got the pace to get and the power.
A panna's a panna.
Bang, panna, bob, out the way.
Oh. With Jeremy, you've obviously played charity matches.
Yeah.
What would you say your best experiences of them games are?
Oh, Soccer Aid, man. Soccer Aid's so good. It's like it's the biggest charity game in the world, and the names that they attract, from Usain Bolt to Mo Farah, got players like Didier Drogba, Essien. Oh, mate, this.
What was it like sharing the pitch?
I think Veron played one year. It's just so good.
Yeah.
And I've done it twice now, and I've played okay. I've played okay. Scored 3 goals in 2.
Yeah, he's played okay. Yeah.
And I got man of the match in one of the games.
Oh, take that, innit?
But I hold myself to a high standard, so I haven't scored a hat trick yet.
Right.
So yeah, if I play in it again, I'll be looking to do even better.
Yeah.
But where were the 2 games that you played in? Where was
One was
the
Old
stadium?
Trafford.
One was Old Trafford, one was Stamford Bridge.
That's it, yeah.
Have you guys played there? But you played there.
Yeah, I played there.
Yeah, as I haven't.
Have you not played at Stamford
Nah.
Bridge? No, I played there.
How have
played
you not
that for-
played there?
mate,
You
I
scored
ain't-
more goals than Frank.
I know, scored loads more.
Yeah, but
You scored more in one game than
You
him.
need to be a good player to play them games. Be a good player.
Why, mate? Reserve game doesn't count.
He played more games at Harrow than I played at Stamford Bridge.
Hey, reserve game don't count.
No
Reserve.
Harrow.
You know,
Harrow who?
Have you read Peter Crouch's book?
Nah.
He talks about retiring because he felt like he lost his dignity, where he's looked at just as that guy to just flick it on or hold it up
Yeah.
and nothing more.
Honestly. a man that's been on YouTube as well. I promised myself today I'm not going to nibble, but I'm nibbling.
You're nibbling a lot. You're nibbling a lot. You are nibbling.
A man that's been on YouTube should know better. You know what I mean? Just Google the name, you'll see flicks and tricks. Alright? All you like. Buffet.
I
full
can't
of it.
talk. I can't talk. He's made it as a pro. Look at me. I'm not. I can't say I've done that. So
No, but playing at Soccer Aid, it is massive.
I did see it. Well,
Every year I've seen it. I see it on TV. I always watch it. I remember watching you play as well. So
I appreciate that, and I know it's a charity game, but everybody is playing. It's competitive, and
That's what I was thinking more like with the players. I wanted this. What was like the experience of, you know what I mean, with say, playing with Drogba and what is he doing pinning it better than Frank? And you said you've watched him at training a few times, isn't it? At Chelsea.
yeah, Drogba's a joke though.
Yeah.
I think everyone in the world knows that. But when you're actually next to him, you actually appreciate his greatness. Obviously, then he's obviously might have been retired by then, but still playing in the game with Drogba.
Yeah.
yeah.
Small things you see, you think, yeah, that was why he's class.
Oh yeah, I was going to nick the ball with him one stage. I thought, yeah, I'm going to tackle Drogba. You know them players where it's like they know exactly. They're just showing you enough
Yeah.
for you to come here for them to move it,
away.
and you're out of the way.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You've done that to me. You've done that to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for my whole career, probably the most commonly asked question is, why aren't you pro?
Yeah. Why?
It's a good question.
It's
that.
a myth, to be honest. I just don't think it was my destiny or my path. If one small, you know about the butterfly effect, if there was one small different change, I probably would have been a pro. And I do believe if I was a pro, I would have worked as hard or harder than any other player to be the best pro I could be. That's in me. I honestly believe that with all of my heart. But it wasn't to be. But the charity games, I do see them as an opportunity to test myself a little bit and to just
Show everyone.
to try and answer that
Yeah.
question without words, to say, for people to look and go, he could have played. And I've had a few top managers say that to me, and that was a bit of gratification that I think I wanted. I think I wanted. And the 2 managers were Sam Allardyce and Klopp.
Okay.
Both of them said to me,
Household names,
yeah, they've done it at the top level. They've seen
Yeah.
players.
they've seen what it takes, and they both said to me,
Yeah.
you could have played.
Oh, that's
So that was, for me, I didn't have that until recently.
I wish I had that with Big Sam, to be fair. He didn't play me enough when I was
He's a good manager. That's it. I mean,
He knows his players. He knows his players.
He knows his players.
He knows his players.
To be fair, that year with Big Sam, I scored against Derby. I think you were on the bench.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
man.
let's get on YouTube.
Hey, 2-1. Wait, 2-1. Did you win the
just
game?
can't come at me like
Hey,
that.
relax
I've got
yourself,
this
Big Sam.
I've got this
Hey, ask him what was the score. Ask him what was the score.
what, your teammates pulled it in for you?
Yeah.
No,
Hey, you know what I mean? As he mentions about performances and that, you know what I mean? I had to come on and turn it up.
Did you come on?
Family
I
members.
come on and turned it up, innit? And we won the
Well, you
game.
come on the score?
Nah, I didn't
What was
score.
the score that game? 2-1?
We won 2-1.
Oh, you won 2-1.
We won 2-1, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You scored your goal.
I
You
just
probably.
didn't know the fellow was coming off the bench. I was just there.
I probably scored about 5 by then.
What did you think was your main negative as a player trying to come through and play football? Would you say stamina? Would you say, because obviously we know you have the technique and feet.
Yeah.
What would you say was your main deficiency?
So I would say, if I had I know it sounds like a lot to ask for, someone who understood about diet
Yeah.
and someone who understood about how to maximize your body and not push it too hard and not get cramp in games.
Oh, you're one of them, are you?
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
That would have done it for me. Honestly, like,
Should have seen him getting in our car today.
I was stiff today. I just feel cramp in the back. Yeah,
Well,
the glutes.
well, you guys have performed as pros for years,
Yeah.
right? How have you managed your bodies and your diet? And do you get to have you ever got to stages in games where you're getting cramp or your body's like, I ain't got the legs anymore? How have you found that?
Good question.
That's a good question. I don't know. You find something. I don't know where you find it from. Like the second wind or something like that. But literally, say you probably are cramping up. You take the tape off and you stretch out for a bit, but then you find something else. I don't know if it's probably in your head or something. I don't get it. I don't know.
I'd say it's pothead.
It's
but I would
pothead.
say also
I don't
when I
know.
was younger, I did used to get a lot of cramp when I was younger. But I used to, again, not knowing what the right thing to do or wrong thing to do, I used to just tell myself maybe I'm eating too much food that has too much oil in it.
Yeah.
That's what mum and dad
But
used
you're
to tell
guessing.
me.
You're guessing.
It's a guessing game.
I'll tell you,
Do you know
you
what
don't
I mean?
know.
So
imagine
whether
if
it
you
worked
had,
or not.
I mean, if
Imagine
you
you have, yeah.
could have even done even better. You've done extremely well,
But still, I get what you're
you know
saying.
what I mean?
These things could have helped you even more.
and obviously
Maximise
you understand how your bodies work now and what foods you should and shouldn't eat now.
Yeah, correct,
And
yeah.
you kind of see it as standard procedure. But there must be so many other young kids
Yeah, I
out
don't
there,
know. Yeah.
like what we were.
Yeah.
But it's like they don't know the basics. And if someone just got hold of them and said, this is what you eat and this is how you train, and then you can be as fit as Ronaldo,
Yeah.
that can make all the difference.
Yeah,
There
it's-
must be so many boys not making it.
That's true. That is
That could-
that's
that-
good. That is a good
That
point.
is a good point. I feel like they get more help now than they did maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah.
when
Oh,
we were
yeah, of
coming
course,
through.
of course.
Or maybe 25 years ago when you're
I say-
35 in it now. isn't it?
So, mate, you look older than me, innit?
Yeah, yeah. So,
You look-
so no, I think you're right. Maximizing all our abilities.
Yeah,
If there's just a program, like you say, look, everyone do this or similar to this,
yeah.
you can maximize what your talent is. 'Cause
It's-
everyone's not going to be
it's-
6'3" or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, 6'1", 6'2", whatever. you know what I mean?
Six pack,
6 foot nothing. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone's
Try to
gonna be
get you
like
back.
that, or be as nippy as you, or as strong
Yeah.
as me, or as quick as them. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's gonna have their own thing. If you can maximize it with off the field stuff, the
Wait,
other
quick,
stuff, just take care of itself.
strong,
I give him
Oi,
pace. I give him pace.
nippy.
Oh, wait.
I went nippy. I went nippy. Nippy is actually
Nippy me up.
Yeah, nippy.
You could have said whole.
You said skillful and everything, innit? That's- I just realised you said nippy. I just realised. I didn't register. I didn't register
I
that.
wanted to
The
banter
little
him later
feet, I
on
put
about
those
that.
nippy.
No, nippy. I'll give you nippy because if nippy was a stat on FIFA, you'd be 99. So,
Nippy.
You take that one. Take that one to the bank, son.
Hey, talking about nippy.
Oh, mate, yeah, you ruined my day now.
Yeah.
Nippy.
I was thinking, right, this guy, he's
Oh, great
never.
touch to be
You
fair.
see,
I'm surprised.
with the generation
I'm
stuff
just
what
that
you're talking about there.
Nippy guy, aren't I?
Thinking about that, our generation though, don't you think, say nowadays, like our generation especially, when I was growing up, was about drinking or whatever after games or whatever with the older lads or what, that's what it's got to come down to. But nowadays, somebody like, I remember about Jordan Rose for instance, like when he got promoted and that, scored probably loads of goals that season, didn't even have a drink. You get what I mean? And it's like the different mindset. Probably had his dad probably telling him about certain stuff, and
Yeah,
obviously
you're right.
his dad's in the game and played a lot of football. You know what I mean? But I'm saying the different generations. It's just mad. I just mentioned there. That's why that
Yeah.
point where you brought it up. Just
Well-
the nutrition and stuff like that. It's different, isn't it?
It's true. And you know who's a big part of that? Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah, certain examples, innit?
If you're ambitious, young player, ambitious, want to be the best in the world or the best you can be, you're going to look to the best and you're going to see Ronaldo and does he drink? No. And that's
Yeah.
you're going to say, well, that's
Yeah.
what it takes.
Mhm.
And then you're going to have players that think, I know what it takes, but I'm not prepared to make that sacrifice. We're going to have other players that are like, I'm going to do everything that I know I can do. They all give themselves a better chance.
I read that about Wesley Sneijder the other day.
Yeah.
They made the
It's
sacrifices
right,
about that.
Cristiano Ronaldo don't drink, but I see bottles of wine in the background of some pictures I've seen on Instagram. But yeah, I get your point.
Hey, red,
I get your point. There's nothing wrong
red,
with
red wine's alright.
good
Hey,
too.
red blows house
There's
is
nothing
alright.
wrong with simply glass of red. There's nothing wrong with that.
Cristiano Ronaldo taught me this on my first ever big shoot, which was with him. And this is how it goes. You go. So let me slow it down.
Slow it down the first part, please.
So it starts with a step over.
look closer.
Starts with a step over, but the key is the first bit. So normally you do a step over and you land on your step over foot,
Yeah,
don't you?
of course.
He didn't. He landed on this foot and didn't put this one down, so he went step over, but he's jumped here, which set him up to now bounce here.
Oh, okay.
And then it's obvious what.
Touch there.
It's just there.
Bang, bang. See you later.
And
Why?
so it's the keys in that first
First
hop.
step.
Because if you don't hop, you're lost. You're like, oh, where am I going?
Yeah.
As soon as you hop, oh, feels natural to jump back this way. Oh, feels natural to go there. And then boom.
All right.
I'll try after, but it's
Right.
Bear in mind I had a game yesterday.
So I'll be-
in-house game. I'm stiff as. So it's the first step over.
not jump.
Oh, put this foot here.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
once you do that, you'll be fine. That's it. Bang, bang, bang. That's it.
Okay. Cool. Let me sharpen that
Go
one
on.
up because I feel comfortable now.
Just drag it back. When you've done it, though, drag it back with the sole.
Drag it back with the sole. So
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
okay, cool.
Isn't it, you know what? He's gonna be trying this on Thursday now.
Mate,
Thursday, I'm trying it tonight. What are you talking
Try
about?
this on
son?
Thursday.
No, you
Go
want
on.
me? All right, cool. Ready?
Yeah. I'll be a conference defender.
All right, pass me the ball because I want to make it realistic. Give it
Right.
here. Bang. Woo. Oh no, I've done it wrong.
No,
cool.
it's a bit. That's
Oh,
it.
see you later, son.
The only thing is though, a coach would say if you're trying to send the
Send them
defender,
with the-
so it's like feinting. I'm gonna go left and going left. You kind of like
Let me try it.
It's hard though. That,
You're
That is
better than-
hard. That is
the
hard.
off
mate.
balance first step.
it's a bit of a mind adjustment.
It's
isn't
like
But you
that.
really need to send him.
It's just like
it? You got think
Gotta jump.
think land
Oh,
on
land
your
on
left.
left, yeah.
Land on your left.
This is gonna be so funny.
That's
This
it.
is gonna be so
Hey.
funny.
Land on your left.
like that.
Yeah, but don't just do it.
Why are you jumping so far? You said high jump, son.
I'm trying to relax you.
Just do it more subtle. Just like you don't need to go far.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
It's a little jump.
It's a little jump. Bang.
Like that.
You're thinking too much about the jump, you know.
Yeah.
Like just keep what you're doing is you're jumping over the ball and going here.
Yeah. Just jump to the
This
side.
is one of them athletic ones, isn't it?
He is. No, he
I
is.
bet
He
he's
is.
an absolute
He's not
beast.
really a trick man, but we're having fun, innit? So let's try it. No, I'm not gonna kill you too much.
Like that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The jump now, the jump. When you do the jump,
Yeah, Ella, he's moving like
Show me again.
a flamingo.
It's-
Come.
relax.
The jump, just like think about it like this. Put your foot like that and just
Yeah.
go like that.
Alright.
Literally.
Yeah. Don't jump too far.
Show me the rest
Okay,
of
okay.
Yeah, go on. Shall I show you it?
it.
All right, cool. So it's
That's it.
no. It's just
Jump. Bang. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's this. You know what it is? The second thing.
make sure your foot ain't too far away for the touch, innit?
Bam, bam, touch. Bam.
It's too far away again.
Too far away.
Yeah.
It's little subtle.
Nah.
All right, show us another trick. Give us something else. Maybe Phil might be able to do. Because
Okay.
even that was tough.
That's tough.
All right. Next one.
Do one for you then now. I'll watch.
This one. So this one, you're moving towards the defender. Bam, bam. Turn it up.
Oh.
Let me try.
So
Show me again.
Holy Ghost fire.
That is mad.
drag back, and you just stop it there, and just roll it a little bit, and then naturally spin out. But it's nice.
I
because
actually think that's a FIFA skill.
It is.
It is, isn't it?
That is a FIFA skill.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
it's a nice one. You can do it in a real game.
Well, that's hard.
Go on, do it. Slow it down.
That's the key. Is that getting your
And what's the second touch? Is it outside your boot?
No, but it's like you've done that. Done like that. Like,
Do you know what helps? Because obviously you go straight back, then naturally your foot doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Kind of cheat it, go at a bit of an angle. Because if you try and do that straight back, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. But if you go
Angle.
side, your foot actually naturally wants to bend.
Flexibility is a joke there on the ankle.
Do you know what I mean? You're
My
going,
ankle's stiff there.
no, you'll be alright.
Go on. Oh, too far away from my body. Sorry, son. Get this, I'm gonna do it first time.
I mean, you're doing a more advanced version. You're going bang, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, because I've done it before. Do you know what I mean?
But try and just go. Do you know the best way to learn it is just start here and just go bam, spin out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Start
we can
there.
do that one.
That's quite hard.
Yeah, let's do that one. Bang. No,
No, whoa. Bang.
make the ball go diagonal to you.
Bang like that.
Yeah.
Spin out, go that way.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is. So that is.
That's great.
I'm doing 3 touches. Is it only one? Is it 2 touch?
I'm only doing these on the camera and practicing.
Hang on. It's
Yeah. Then left foot. That's it.
no.
You got to skip out the inside of your foot though,
I'm
Frank.
using the inside too much though.
You just like, that's it.
Okay.
Bang. He's adding flip flaps in. Frank
Do you know
can't.
what I
He
mean?
can't. He can never just do.
Alright, let me give you a trick. Let me give you one.
Add to it.
Let me give you one.
That's it.
That's nice.
Let me give you one.
That's
Let me
nice.
give you one.
Can I show you one on that? By the way, you'll like it.
Go on.
So you know how players do this. Good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
players with good feet do that in a game.
Yeah, do that
That's
in a
kind of
game.
like the go-to.
They're defenders. Actually, they're scared after that. To be
Yeah.
fair, you're setting
It
them
kind of
up.
lets them know I got feet.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Be
the,
ready.
it's the go-to. But what the best street players, they do this one. So it's the same move, deliberate mistake. Defenders will think, "Whoa, he's missed it," and they'll go in.
Okay,
And
yeah,
when they
yeah,
lunge,
delayed.
you go.
Yeah.
So it's like, whoops, no.
Even
If
there,
you
the
do that in a
first
match,
one. Even the first one you did, I thought, oh, he's done it wrong there.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you did that in a match and a defender went for it, it'd be unbelievable. So boom, whoop.
Yeah.
It's just you just put your foot over it. No, yes. I'm telling you, defenders think, he thought he had feet, he slipped.
You know, it's got the nice feeling.
Kwame.
He's got it like drag back, he just drags it.
He's got that feint.
He's got the feint and then the drag, but the defender goes all the time. I don't get how.
There's certain players who have that. They have that feint,
Oh yeah, we've got a
They
player in
have
our
it
team.
so,
Kwame.
and
Kwame's
it never
got that.
gets old.
No, but it works in everything.
I know.
Like that and drags it in. The players are gone, all of them.
Yeah.
Like,
He does it for a fake pass,
Yeah.
fake shot,
And-
fake changing the channel on the TV.
Yeah.
Not Sky. Everything, man. I swear to God. Everything. It works in everything in life. I swear to you.
Yeah.
and
And the key is do it quite slow, so you got time to get back
Is
after
that,
the feint.
you need to do it that way, yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Here, let me try it. It's not easy.
You
It's
got
not
it, yeah?
easy. It's not easy. There you go.
Oh, it's good. The sharpness is got it. Hey, that was it.
Oh, I need to bring it wider, innit?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh!
Left side, isn't it?
Hey, Jezza, you got me excited like a little kid now.
Man,
These are basic stuff, but
What about this one? Another one of the same sort of
go on then. Last one.
same sort of style. So again, it's one of them fake ones. You just literally whoop, whoop. So it's like normally you drag it.
That's it.
Normally you drag it over here,
Yeah, straight
but
away.
you're acting like you've gone for it. Oh, I missed. No, I didn't. You know what I mean? Oh no.
No. no, not that one. Go on. Try that one.
So you go, boom.
Just kind of bring your foot
That's
over
alright
it.
though. See.
like that and then drag it.
No, but bring your foot over it.
Bring your foot
Same
over it.
motion, but just don't touch the ball.
Then like that, then move your feet quicker.
Maybe don't plant your foot after you've gone over.
Really slowly. Oh.
Yeah. and then nibble, and then you want to actually nibble the ball.
And you nibble for life as well, don't you?
It's not a natural movement.
No, it's not.
That's it. Trust me, you practice that a few times, it'll be comfortable.
Ooh.
And it's not really
And it's like that,
risky.
and you're gone, bang.
It's not really risky. It's one of them ones you can pull out in a game, and you know what we're talking about, entertainment. The crowd will be like, oh, but you didn't really take any
that's-
risk.
That one I'll be doing. That one I'll be doing. The other ones don't about that. That one I'll be doing. They get balls up with that standing, little nibble bang.
Little
Yeah.
nibble.
Great chat, Jezza. Really
Nah, so-
appreciate that.
Thank you, Jezza, man.
And you know how much I love you anyway. So
Yeah, I know.
I really appreciate you
You've
coming
killed
on.
him. You've killed him.
No, he's killed me today, but I've got him back a few times. It's fine. It's my mate.
It's about 10 to Jezza. But this is the ball don't lie. We've had obviously a special.
He had to get it
I had
in.
to put it in there.
You had to,
The
innit?
way you smoothly
Yeah, just
transitioned,
sit there,
that
man.
was
Looking
good.
down on the floor, drinking.
Hey, I got skills, you know. Hey.
End it. Heads.
Yeah, you get that one on the camera. This is the ball don't lie. We had a special guest, Jeremy Lynch on. I'm Theo Robinson.
Frank Newblate.
And thank you everyone. Like, follow and subscribe.